It has been a long time since I have been genuinely hyped up for a movie. The last time this came around, it was honestly like some of those early, and this is going to sound wild, but some of those early Joker 2 trailers, like they genuinely looked pretty good. And I was looking forward to that movie. And ultimately it came out, and well, less said about that, the better. But this time around, now, this is a film that I've been talking about for a minute because I really want it to be good. And then the trailer dropped. And I'm like, this is probably going to be good. And I'm really hopeful for it, man. Mostly because I hope they learned from their lessons from the 2021 original. And then they can run it back. Kind of like with the game itself, okay? Had a good foundation there with the first Mortal Kombat. And then MK2 and then especially MK3 really took things to the next level. And honestly, if the film that we're getting off of this trailer is legitimate and actually representative of the film in totality, it's actually going to be good. But I got a little concern. I got a couple of hang-ups on it. But honestly, Karl Urban as Johnny Cage is like, even if the film is crap, it's like, you know Karl Urban is going to bring it. But yes, Johnny Cage unleashes his power of being incredibly handsome in Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Johnny Cage has a pair of sunglasses and knows how to use them in the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, Warner Brothers releases. Director Simon McQuaid's, sequel movie in theaters October 24th, hailing from New Line, and based on the popular video game franchise that dates back to the 90s. And yeah, what a time to release it after MK1 just got put into the ground. At this point, I don't know, is it unceremoniously or just putting it out of its misery? Because goddamn it, man, MK1 just sucks so bad. What a trash game. But anyways, it's got quite this, well, got a good cast. Not exactly star-studded, and there's some names that are there where it's like, why? But anyways, Karl Urban, he's definitely the biggest name. Definitely the biggest name attached to this project. Okay, Mortal Kombat 2 centers around a group of ragtag fighters who must defend Earth from the evil forces of Outworld. And realistically, it's like, it's Mortal Kombat. Do you really need more story than that? But honestly, there's a reason that it's one of my favorite video game franchises. And honestly, kind of like my other favorite video game franchises, it has been treated exceptionally poorly in recent years. But the reason that it became one of my favorites is because the characters are so goddamn good. And then especially when NetherRealm Studio got established after Ed Boon, decided to take his talents out of the ashes of Midway's implosion, set something up. And they came out with that banger that was MK9. It's like they've been telling really good Mortal Kombat stories for a while. And then, yeah, MK10 came around and, well, it was, stupid combat kids. But it was still decent, right? And then MK11, it's like, oh, God, now we got time travel. And then MK1, oh, my God, we got multiverses, huh? That's a goddamn shame. But hopefully we can keep it relatively simple, okay? Because in the first movie, I mean, it was relatively straightforward, but conspicuous in his absence was, of course, Johnny Cage, because there were several other franchise staples that were there. Like just about everybody that was in MK1 was represented sans Johnny Cage. So it's like, is there a reason that you're leaving him out? And because this was 2021 and there was definitely an air around Hollywood, even more than it is right now, where it's like, oh, did you leave out Johnny Cage just because he is a straight white guy? And I thought I remember, and I'm sure there was that narrative that was around there. And as we get closer to the release of this film, perhaps I'll dig it up. But yeah, Johnny Cage was said to have been left off of the roster for for the original MK. Well, it's funny to say the original, but for 2021's Mortal Kombat movie, because he did fit those demographics. But right at the end of the film, when they had the little teaser at the end where it's like, oh, okay, cool, it looks like general protagonist is just going to be, on the hunt for Johnny Cage, and it's like, okay, I see why I see why you left him off, because you really want to set him up as this big thing. And it's like, okay, as long as the casting's good. And then it said, Karl Urban's gonna be the martial arts pro turned actor now that he's kind of burnt out and Earthrealm's equivalent of Hollywood. Now he's going to be running it back as a martial artist. And it's like, okay. Karl Urban has never put in a bad performance. And with the decent cast of characters that could be around him, because that is one thing that Mortal Kombat movie did well. For the most part, it's like Jax was good. Scorpion, for as little as he was in there, was, he was good. Same with Sub-Zero. Shang Tsung was pretty good. But yeah, the main protagonist And especially, like, she's in the background right there. That version of Sonya Blade really sucked, okay? Bridget Wilson, back from, 94. 1,000 times better, mostly because, well, she wasn't just generic hero lady. But perhaps she'll get some characterization this time around, because I hate to be one of those slaves to marketing, but these posters, man, like, they look pretty damn good. Like, you got the Raiden right there, and Raiden was, well, he was interesting in the first movie. Not good, not bad, just, he was definitely there, okay? And then you got Kitana. No, she doesn't have a sword that's going to trap your soul in your body, and she's looking after Rick Flag. No, this is proper Kitana, and she, there's some people that are freaking out about her, and it's like, I don't really think that that's terribly justified. And then, of course, yeah, the Johnny Cage poster, it's like, that's a really damn good poster right there. I really like the MK2 logo, mostly because, well, it does evoke the video game logo from all those years ago, but it is pretty good. But yeah, this is the one that I got a problem with. Not because Jade's included, because Jade is a great character. It's just, can this bitch fucking buy a wig for any of the goddamn roles that she's in? Holy fucking Christ, dude. And then honestly, right, like, okay, if you said that this is going to be a female action star, okay, this is going to be one of the main characters of an upcoming action movie, and you remove the logo from this poster, would you even know this is Sonya Blade? It's not like, well, Sonya does have a distinctive look, and she is yet to whip that out in the movie so far. It's just, she's so goddamn generic, man. But okay, they're bringing in Sindel, which is another great character. It's just, okay, she's kind of got the scrapes and the scars around the eyes, and it's like, are you guys doing a Revenant sort of thing? Is that some story elements that you're bringing in? Okay. But Liu Kang is also looking beat up, and I think, because I know Kung Lao didn't survive the first one, and somebody else who died who's in the trailer, and we're going to be getting to the trailer here, but it's interesting how they have Bihan here, who is, he was, if you know anything about the lore, he was, Sub-Zero in the first movie, but yeah, he very much, after his death, spoiler I guess, comes back as a very different character, one that I very much like, and he's one of my mains whenever he's in the game, but yeah, he's going to be Noob Saibot in this one, so the fact that they're just calling him Bihan, it's that's interesting. That's definitely a direction that you can go, and the fact that, yeah, Cool Scorpion's going to be back is like, okay, cool, okay, that's fantastic. And Shang Tsung, okay, so you're going to have Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn. All right, I see what you're kind of doing there. And Baraka, we'll get a look at him in the trailer, and that's a damn good Baraka design, if we're gonna, be 1,000%. And Jax, now that he's actually going to be in the movie as opposed to being bedridden for most of it, is like, he was a pretty good character. Okay, he was pretty good in those first couple of scenes, and so to get a full movie of him, that could be good. But one thing that's awesome, and does in fact give me hope, is because, yeah, at the end of Mortal Kombat, okay, Kano, who ended up becoming one of the big antagonists at the end, sort of, kind of, he ended up getting killed off, but now that he's going to be coming back, where it's like, yeah, it's Mortal Kombat, people come and go all the time, so it's like, him coming back, yeah, it's fine, and, well, now he's going to have more cybernetic parts. It's like, yeah, it's Kano, it totally makes sense. Don't think about it too much, I guess. And, yeah, then you got, oh, Christ almighty, then you got generic protagonist guy who I legitimately forgot his name. Yeah, he's mostly referred to as generic protagonist, man, mostly because, well, that's his character. He's throughout the entire movie, and you can't really describe his character because he doesn't have one. And it's very emblematic given the name in his movie, Cole Young. You've got Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Kitana, Melina, Sindel, Cole Young. Like, are you having a laugh? But yeah, Kung Lao's coming back, okay? And then, of course, it's like Shao Kahn looks so much better than he did in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but I don't want to have to think about that anymore. I just want to focus on a sequel to a Mortal Kombat movie that looks fucking sweet. And I say that because, guess what? We got characters, man, okay? The plot's probably not going to make a lot of sense, but if we have some good characters, that's really all I care about. So, let's take a look at this. Okay, go. Come on. What are you doing? Let's go. Okay, red band trailer. Oh,
Uno mas, thanks.
Let's put some subtitles on, shall we? That I guess we don't have because Twitter's a great place. But anyways, I guess we can just follow along.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Oh,
Thanks,
hell
man,
yeah.
I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Aw, see, it's so nice. It's kind of meta, but at the same time, it's also emblematic of his character.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight. Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
even just with Sonya's one-line delivery is like, you already know that. Oh God, I'm sure that the actress is a nice I'm sure that she's a nice lady, but fuck man, is she generic in this movie? But anyways,
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
But oh, okay, cool. Who do we have right here taking on Shao Kahn? Okay, gotta kind of hope that that's Cole Young, but he grew out his hair for that. That'd be so wonderful. His teachers get taken care of.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
This is a war.
That's a little wonky, but all right. It doesn't look too bad, at least from afar, and especially when it's, you know, could be just because of it being a Twitter video, but it's reminiscent of the background of some of the games. But okay.
For the fate of your world. You think I did or what?
Hey, Kano.
I'm not some.
Okay, and yeah, let's go back, and this is one thing. It's like, god damn it, this fucking Taddy Gabriel bitch. Okay, you know, she's the main character, an intergalactic heretic prophet over at Naughty Dog, and she was also bald in The Last of Us, and she's been bald in everything, but Jade has never been bald, for fuck's sakes. You wanted to go ahead and have your black lady, and I've got no problem with Jade being in the game, because guess what? Jade's a really good character as well, and she got a really fun moveset in all the games that she's been in, and for fuck's sake, just buy this bitch a wig. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Every single time. Jade has never been bald. It's just, what, you cast this chick and what, she's allergic to hair glue or something? Like, what the fuck? Okay.
I'm not some champion. I don't have transform.
And Jax, I mean, like, come on, him fucking people up with robot arms? Like, come on.
Or arms. Or two lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the.
Ooh, that, yeah, Baraka's face, some of it looks CG, but some of it also kind of looks like a flumpy, floppy mask. Okay, just let's run this back.
You annoying.
Not the face. It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
Okay, so I guess we're going to be doing Good Scorpion? Is that what it's going to be?
Alright, big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Oh, God.
Get over here!
Oh, he said the thing.
Only strong survive.
God, all of that CGI looked really bad. Oh, see, they're playing the song. They're doing the thing.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers? Just incredibly handsome.
Yeah, honestly, for as many problems as I have with that trailer, Jade being bald, some of the CGI looking a little bit flumpy, and maybe Baraka's got some prosthetics on his face. I mean, if this is representative of the movie we're going to be getting, if Johnny Cage is going to be the main character, because that's the way that he has been presented in that trailer, and Cole Young gets pushed off to the side, hopefully it's kind of like in, what was it, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because I think Sonya Blade, it's been a long time, and I tried to watch that. That's one of those movies where when I was running back and just filling in my knowledge gaps for a bunch of movies that were coming out in the 80s and 90s, and I never got around to, or I was never exposed to as a kid in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which I do have a copy of it over there. I put it in, and then like after 5 minutes, it's like, yeah, I can't watch this shit. It's way too cringe. But somebody, might have been actually Johnny Cage that ends up getting killed in the first couple of minutes, and his death is used as motivation. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a main character that gets killed off regardless from the first movie going into the second one. I'm pretty sure it's Johnny Cage. But hopefully that's what ends up happening with this movie, where Cole gets killed off real quick, and we can just let, you know, Johnny Cage and Kano and Sonya, who all three of those, and then yeah, you throw Jax in there as well. They normally have their own little special forces plot that runs at the same time. And then of course, you know, if you're gonna have one of the storylines that has a good Scorpion as opposed, and they're opposing a nefarious Lin Kuei that has allied themselves with Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn, it's like that could be that's good, because that's a good storyline that you can run, and then you can eventually work your way up to, you know, if this is a good movie, then you could do UMK3, where you have, you know, the robot initiative, and then you can bring in a proper Sector and Cyrax, and God, there's so much potentiality, and we know that Warner Brothers is really wanting to they're really wanting to focus in on Mortal Kombat as one of their 4 big pillars, before their 4 big IPs, to just bring them forward into the future. So I hope that this movie is good. I legitimately do, because 2025 has absolutely sucked a bag of dicks when it comes to entertainment. And if we could just have one thing outside of Claire Obscure Expedition 33, but was anybody like, I'm sure there was a little bit of hype behind it, but nobody was really looking forward to it. But yeah, this is one that I've wanted to be good for a while. It's the one that I've been looking forward to. So I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good, and hopefully we don't get rug pulled where this is just kind of an Argyle situation where it's, hey, take a look, you know, you're going to have Henry Cavill as this, you know, swab special agent, but oopsie daisy, you're actually going to have box wine enthusiast, the fat-ass Bryce Dallas Howard come in at the 11th hour, and she's actually going to be the main character. I hope they're not just putting Karl Urban's Johnny Cage out there front and center to go, hey guys, we can follow on the story of Cole Young. Cool, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a fatality or a harakiri a la Mortal Kombat Deception. I love this franchise. I want this movie to be good. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Coswell. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.